Welcome. If you're having sexual problems and you notice that things are not working the way it's supposed to, I'm going to bring out something that's very important to expose you to something that medical doctors do not expose you to. Understand, when you go to a medical doctor, their optimal way of treatment is through medicine. Now, we're not here to knock medicine. We're not here to put down any of their doctors, although understand that for every effect you have, particularly something not working down there, there's something causing it. If you're taking medicine to help you get by, you're not getting to the root or cause of your condition. I want you to understand the correlation between the nervous system and your body. Here's the spine. The lower part of the spine, the nerve that exits out that area down in the lower back area, which I'm going to show you on the model behind me. If that nerve is being inflamed or irritated or compressed from an accident, injury, poor posture, anything that actually caused this area to become inflamed from arthritic changes, degenerative joint disease, or herniated disc, a bulging disc. So let's look at a motor unit now. This motor unit is composed of a 2 vertebrae, a disc, and a pair of nerves. And you see that green flickering out. That's the energy from the brain that's making its way down the spine out that area. When there's interference or compression on that nerve, and there's any type of misalignment or compression from the disc, that area that is now green now starts to turn red. That's like the fire alarm going off because you have less energy coming out, kind of like stepping on the hose, watering the garden. The objective here is to get the interference back off the nerve. Okay, we want to get it to turn actually green again. As we get pressure back off the nerve, we then start having energy flowing again from the brain, making its way out to that particular organ that it is controlling. So, I want you to understand the basis here, that here is the central nervous system. This controls or regulates all systems of the body, all the organs, tissues, and glands. And as you see there, the nerves that come out of the neck do make its way in the neck, arm, hand, as we talk about in many of my videos. The lower back makes its way to the lower back, down the legs. But the autonomic nervous system is important. If we look at the nerves down low here, these nerves down low here supply the sexual reproductive organs. They supply the intestines as well as the urinary and female reproductive organs. And these areas is what we're concerned about, because if there's irritation or compression along these nerves, that particular part of where that nerve is going to, what it's affecting, is not going to function or work correctly. So, this is very important you understand that instead of just trying to combat your symptom by trying to get something to work temporarily, as the nerve energy is being diminished to that area, that organ could be slowly getting worse and worse and worse, dying and dying and dying, getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And you may not feel anything because you're taking these other stimulating kind of drugs that are getting you by day to day. And one day, those drugs don't work anymore. Or one day, that particular organ or that tissue, okay, particularly in the sexual reproductive area, just does not ever work again. So, I want you to understand that through chiropractic, through possible massage therapy, through particular strengthening exercises, as well as corrective exercises, balancing anterior or posterior pelvic tilt, or doing other things to allow areas to function more correctly will reduce irritation off nerves, will allow the nervous system to function correctly and allow you to sustain the 100% health that you're looking for. I hope this helped you, give you a little understanding about the causation of what goes on inside rather than what we're exposed to outside, particularly through media, advertisement, and doctors who are actually telling us what we should be taking instead of allowing our body to work the way that God has designed it to work. Leave your messages below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I ask you to share it with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't so you can continue to receive more educational and self-help videos here, hopefully the best on the internet. And most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.